You can, or you can look the other way, it doesn't matter. He don't have the camera on all of us at once anyway, so you can look that way or this
You
way.
can look this way too?
E-
Okay.
Okay, good evening, welcome to What's New. I guess I'm all alone tonight. Martha and Marianne are both under the weather, so we have two different guests tonight, or three different guests. Chelsea is from out at Bloomsdale, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what she does and what's available for you. And then the other one is Kathy and Sandy, and they are from the, what do you call that?
Linden House.
Linden House down on Main Street here in St. John. So Chelsea's going to go first, and she's got a cute little friend with her.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Montgomery. I run Boarding on Bodine, which is located on Bodine Road. We are a boarding facility, and we're kind of under Anheuser Animal Clinic, which is located up in Bloomsdale. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to look more at you. That
No, it's
makes me
okay.
more comfortable. I've brought my little assistant Pip, or Pipsqueak, with me tonight. So Boarding on Bodine, we do dog boarding, we do cat boarding. We've also boarded a couple of pigs before. All kinds of fun.
Little pink pigs.
We're like 150 to 200 pound, like pot belly type
Oh
pigs.
my
My
goodness.
goodness.
They were house pets, and they're wonderful. Very intelligent animals.
They are. Yeah.
But we've been around, or I guess the facility's been around since end of 2020, I think, is whenever they did the soft opening. And October of 2021 is whenever I kind of came on board for that portion of it. And I call myself the chaos coordinator because I think that that sounds a little bit more fun than manager.
We should use
But
that.
it works, right? Yeah, see, chaos coordinator. We have 18 dog runs up there. It's all indoor. It's climate control. I also have a room that we have dedicated for our cats. We take the animals out or take the dogs out a minimum of 4 times a day. Everybody is kind of separated just for safety reasons. Nice weather. It's kind of a continual rotation. I keep kind of taking them out throughout the day. Take the time. We get to know the pets, know what they like. Some of them I have to sit with and give them extra attention, of course, and I don't know. It's all kinds of fun. I absolutely love it.
Sounds like a fun job.
It really is. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of play too. We offer other things such as, like, I've got a doggy daycare type thing that I do. So that's one of the reasons I brought Pip. He and my
He's
female.
going to go to sleep.
Our day started at about 5:30, so we're both a little tired. But dogs that are around Pip's size, or maybe up to 30 pounds or so, if they play well with others, then they can come in for a day or come in for a few hours, and they just kind of get free roam of the front portion of the room, or front portion of the boarding facility. Pip will play with them. So will my other Pomeranian. I've got all kinds of toys for him. I've got some regulars that come. I gotta give a little shout out to Olive the Corgi if your mama sees this. Miss Paula, hi. Yeah, Pip's kind of tired.
He's very tired. He can't hardly keep his eyes open.
Yeah. We also have Red Roof Grooming, which is attached to one side, or they rent out part of the building. So
Okay.
Missy Shilley is amazing.
She is.
She really
She
is.
is my poodle.
Yeah, I think
And
I
we
think
have a
Cooper's
lot-
been out there and got,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's been there
Oh
already.
yeah. And a lot of times it works out well. Like if people want grooming done while they're boarding, like any kind of shaving, I send her away. I offer my own little spa packages that are like baths and nails and stuff. Yeah, spa packages. But any shaving, I send to Missy, and she can typically get you in if you're boarding, no problem. Sometimes people don't always tell me that they've scheduled something with her, and I'll walk through and I'll be like, "Where's my dog?"
Oh.
Walk through to Missy, "Hey." But we have Red Roof on part of, or in part of the building, and then we also have trainers that are in part of the building. So BNA dog training.
Oh.
Is that for obedience and,
They do a 4-week basic obedience. They do a 6-week They're also doing advanced training, and they've been doing agility classes too.
Well, that's nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
They are, I think, Canine Good Citizen evaluators as well. So Pip has actually gone through, so I can walk this boy on a leash now, and he's amazing. He'll sit, he'll down. He's like, oh, you're talking to us. Yeah.
So if anybody watching's got any questions, you can call.
Yes.
The number's on the bottom of the screen, so feel free to do that.
And we also have a Facebook page that is very entertaining, Boarding on Bodine.
That's the
Yes.
name of it, Boarding on Bodine.
If you want to follow me just for entertainment value, I promise you it's there.
So could you give a number that they can call you if
Yes,
they're
absolutely.
interested? Yeah.
Yes, the number is 573-702-5318.
And do you have literature out anywhere or
Not at this point.
not yet?
Not at this point. The Facebook is our big thing where
Okay,
I'm available by phone or text.
and that's Boarding on Bodine.
Boarding on Bodine.
Poor little thing, he's so sleepy.
Yeah. He's so
He'll probably get in the car and go right off.
He will.
We're trying to make Pip a star. We want to bring him up to the LA.
He would probably really enjoy that.
I think we would too.
I know, yeah.
Okay, do you guys have any questions for
I
her?
do. So what kind of animals do you say you have, like rescue animals? So what kind of rescue
Yeah.
animals do you get there?
So, Forshey Valley Rescue is another thing started by Dr. Tracy Anheuser McElmurray.
Okay.
And as I said, she's got the Anheuser Animal Clinic. So, Anheuser Animal Clinic she established in 2016. And I think June of 2017 is whenever we started with the rescue, which had been in the works for quite some time. We're kind of limited with that at this point because we don't actually have a facility yet.
Okay.
So we rely heavily on fosters, and we are always taking fosters. For Forshey, we have a website. We also have Facebook. We have pretty much any means of communication for Forshey.
So how
Yeah.
do you become a foster?
We have an application that you could download and print from our website. So ForsheyValleyRescue.com. Yeah. So basically your pets would need to be up to date on their vaccinations. And yeah, you'd fill out the application. We would do a vet check. You would get to choose, of course, any animal you foster. Right now we're overrun with cats, of course. They'll always have cats. We have just a few dogs. We're open to rescuing other things if we have fosters that are interested in fostering them. But we would provide all the supplies that you need. We're very flexible with your schedule. You just kind of need to be able to make some of the veterinary appointments. But like I said, very flexible to your schedule. And if you could maybe attend some of our events we do once in a while. We just recently, we didn't build it, but we have what we call the cat shack. So we had like a little pre-built building set there, and we kind of renovated it. And we've got, I don't know how many cats we have in there at the moment. Yeah, so that way we can be a little bit more, I don't know, open per se. We did acquire, I think, 10 acres up in Bloomsdale, kind of by the Moore Fence area.
Okay.
We hope to be breaking ground very soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we have all kinds of plans for our facility. We need to do fundraising, of course, to get us where we want to go, but we see hopefully like having the whole area fenced in. We want to be able to rescue horses and livestock, and just we want to be open for everything.
So
We
do you
also-
ever have a need for volunteers?
We're going to, and now that we have the cat shack, yeah, we are taking some volunteers to help us come in, do the cleaning, and even just sit and socialize the cats. That's always a big use. But when we eventually have our facility, it's going to be amazing. We want a little retail store in there. We want an adoption area. Um, we've talked about like a little cat type cafe. Like we have a million ideas. We want it to be kind of a community center. We want everybody to be as involved as they'd like to. So, yeah.
So do you neuter the animals?
Yes. So all animals before they're adopted are spayed or neutered, up to date on all vaccinations, age appropriate, microchipped, dewormed. They're everything that you can think of.
Good to go. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's so cute. Every time you move your arm, he's like bobbing.
He's just done for at this point.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
He thanks you.
Yeah.
Thanks you for saying that.
Okay, so if there's no more questions, and nobody's called in, so I guess,
Either I've done really good or they don't care about me. That's okay. That's all right.
okay, so Chelsea is at Bloomsdale at Bodine,
Boarding on Bodine.
what is it again?
Boarding on Bodine.
Boarding on Bodine. Yeah. I'm getting old.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So are we all.
And they have all kind of services, so if you need something, look it up on the Facebook, and you have message on there, Messenger?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the phone option, you can always text.
Text
If you
or-
don't want to call and speak to me in person, text messages are perfectly acceptable.
Okay, so you can message, text, or call, either.
Send
Any
a
of it.
smoke signal, send an email.
Stop
It's all
by,
good.
stop by, yeah.
I'm there every day.
That is so precious.
Yeah.
He is so sleepy.
We're definitely gonna have to get him up at the hands-on house,
Yeah.
so.
Charlie, can you pull in on the puppy?
So cute.
There, now he
Oh, we
is.
got that.
There he is, isn't he cute? He's so sleepy. He's a bobbin. Whoops, there he woke up. Okay, Chelsea, you can head back home and get the poor little thing to bed.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. And that's good information,
It's very nice to meet
because
you.
people
Nice to meet
probably
you as
really
well.
didn't know that existed out there, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks for what you do.
Uh-huh.
Yes, thank you.
Drive safe, yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Pip.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, now we will hear from Sandy and Kathy.
All right, so you want us to just jump into this, or do you have questions?
No, you just talk about what you want to talk about.
All right,
If
all
I got
right.
a question, I'll butt in.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am Sandy, and I'm actually the Education Program Director for French Colonial America here in town. And this is Kathy, and Kathy Hook, and she works with me very, very closely. And what we do is we teach French colonial history, and we want to do it in a hands-on way. And so if your audience isn't familiar, this is where we work out of. This is the hands-on history at the Linden House. All right, and it's on Main Street, on 116 South Main Street. All right, so it is,
Right across the street from what a lot of people know, the Bolduc House.
Bolduc House. So if everybody in town knows where the Bolduc House is, if you look across the street, you will see the Linden House.
In the White House.
And so we're all part of the same site. It's this French Colonial America site.
Center for French Colonial Life.
And so we all work on the same site. Now this other house, this used to be the headquarters. And so you
Right.
probably remember that. So if you wanted to tour the Bolduc House, this is where you would start. And they had the gift shop and all of that.
Right.
But then they moved to the bank building. What was the bank?
It was the old Bank of St. Genevieve.
Thanks.
Right, and it's on Market.
That's a nice
Market.
space up there, too.
It is.
Right.
Very
So they
nice.
opened up there, they put a beautiful museum there, and now that is where you would start your tour of the Bolduc. So the Linden House, they were wondering what to do with it, and so Kathy and I have been doing education programs on site so we're going on our 10th year. And so we asked if we could use the house to teach education programs and let it be hands-on.
Which is why it's the hands-on history house.
So the hands-on history house, and it is a historic home too. The Linden House is a vertical log cabin, and so people really like to come through and see it as well, and just see the house. And we have the big, beautiful boxwood trees out in the backyard. But we created it into the hands-on house, and everything that we do there is hands-on. So one thing we did this year is we opened it on Saturdays. And we have it open every Saturday, and it's called Pay What You Wish Saturday. And that says, lots of hands-on activities, living history demonstrations, live music. So we do a lot of, just a lot of hands-on. So we'll put up a couple more pictures so you can see.
Is this like off the street or registered groups, or how do you do
So
that?
on the Saturdays, you can just show up. And it's called, again, Pay What You Wish. So we just ask people to just come on in. If they want to make a donation, they can. But every room in the house is open, and there's activities in every single room. We have costumed people in the backyard teaching living history. We do all kinds of activities.
Yeah, we do have a couple activities that are just a minimal charge, like tomahawk throwing, or we did an etiquette party this past year, which
Oh,
was a
that's
little
neat.
extra charge. But the whole purpose was for people to come in and be able to have a good hands-on experience, and just making a donation, which is why they call it the Pay What You Wish Saturdays.
And so we run that. This is the first year we've done that, but we ran it from the beginning of May to the end of September. And just had it open every Saturday. And so we got a few pictures because it's hard to explain it without the pictures. So every room is open. And the difference is all the other museums, that children go to, they can't touch anything.
Right.
And here, everything in there, we say you can touch, you can pick up, you can handle. And so like these little guys, they're in there having they're pretending like they're playing in the kitchen. And old checkers, and the kids can, again, just pick everything up and touch.
And then here we have Old Betsy that's out in our backyard where children can milk her.
Isn't that cool?
And then one of the most favorite things that children love to do is laundry.
Oh,
Out of
for
the
Pete's
wash
sake.
tub and hanging that laundry up on a clothesline. They loved it.
Yes, and this is actually our second most favorite activity
Oh,
on
yeah.
site is the washing the clothes. My daughter actually had mentioned we should wash clothes in the backyard. I loved doing that when I was little, and the kids just absolutely love it. So everything we do is from French colonial time period, whether it's making sachets and grinding herbs or just whatever they do. Let's show them their favorite thing that we do down here. So this
So are
is
most of the kids homeschoolers then?
No, it's
No?
kids
just
from
any
all
group?
over, any group.
Oh, my goodness.
So this is our favorite activity on site. So
That's
we
that-
teach tomahawk throwing, and Kathy is our tomahawk expert. So she is actually very, very good at tomahawk throwing. We had a tomahawk competition Saturday, and we did not let Kathy enter this year because she wins every year. And so, but she's an excellent teacher, and it's our favorite activity.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Let's show them this one too. So, so if you come, you can throw tomahawks.
There's
And
someone
that's
learning to
for
throw
adults
tomahawk.
and children?
Adults and kids. And
Children 8 and up, but we do have for the children that are under 8 years old, we have training tomahawks.
which
Oh,
is
okay.
way back there in that corner.
Yeah, so there's someone learning to throw tomahawks, and then of course, people love to get their picture taken when they actually stick the target.
Right. Right. So.
That is neat.
Yeah,
It's
so
a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun with it. And then other activities on site, for instance, this is one of our living history guys. This is actually the director, Jeff. But we do living history, so we always have people in costumes teaching colonial skills as well. And so it's just very educational. And we just do all kinds of things.
Show them this one. One of the living history gentlemen that was there one weekend actually let people shoot off the musket.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, and then we have knife throwing, where we throw knives at our, well, we call them spies, and we hang them up and blindfold them, and then the kids can throw knives at them. And so again, it's all just very hands-on. It's things they would have did in
And
the
of course,
colonial
these are
time
wooden
period.
knives,
These are
training
wooden
knives.
knives. And
No real Sharpies.
No real Sharpies, no.
but we make use of every space at the Linden House. I mean, every possible space is filled with activities to do, but it's all hands-on. These are actually, we created these. These are the cornucopia baskets that you get at Thanksgiving, and we just got some donated, so we created games where they throw fruit with it.
Oh,
And
my.
again, these are types of activities that they would have done in French colonial America, graces and things like that. And of course, we have music too. So we always have live music in the backyard. And so just lots and lots of activities. And so this is the Linden House, and I know a lot of people in St. Genevieve don't even know we're there.
Exactly.
And so we really want to start getting the word out that we are there.
And we're planning on opening in May on Saturdays for the Pay What You Wish Saturdays again.
Right. So May
May
through
2023.
Right, May through end of
September.
September will be open. Now, the other thing we do at the Linden House, I guess, the thing that keeps us the most busy
Yes.
is we do field trips. And we do field trips on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so we do 2 field trips on Tuesday, 2 field trips on Thursday, so we do at least 4 field trips a week. We start booking those out in February. We offer about anywhere from 120 to 150 field trips a year, and we fill every single spot.
Isn't that wonderful?
And so we theme those. And so some of the themes we've done, let's see, do we have some pictures?
Yes. So this was part of our
This was our food, water,
water,
shelter.
shelter.
So this year we did food, water, shelter 1, food, water, shelter 2, food, water, shelter 3. And these were some of our field trips. And so part of what we did is we created a scenario where the kids had to build their own campsites. But they had to do it the way that the French colonists would do it. So like they had to go find the creek with a compass and get water from the creek. And
in their canvas buckets.
and their canvas buckets. We made the kids bring their guns and everything to, just in case. They had to build a snare to catch a rabbit. They had to start a fire, right?
They did.
The baskets, are they waxed so they don't
No,
leak?
they're just canvas.
Just canvas
bags,
and they
that's
don't
what
leak.
they would have used. So,
And they do leak a little bit.
They do
so it was
leak.
fun to watch the children
Do
get
they?
back from the creek to the Linden House before they lost
And
all
you
their
go
water.
down to the Gabourey Creek.
we go down to the creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually made them start fire. We
Oh,
gave
wow.
them a flint kit, and they had to try to start a fire. They had to build.
And it's not just the kids that enjoy it. This is a group of parents that actually built their shelter, and they just had a blast with
I
it.
bet.
Yes, they had a lot of fun.
That is so cool.
But we always start out with a classroom sitting, teaching the history behind the program that we're doing.
Right. So our time period that they ask us to teach from is the 1700s. And so everything that we teach, we bring it back to early St. Genevieve history. And so we are all about teaching Missouri history, but St. Genevieve history. And so we stay very, very, very busy with it, teaching all these groups that come in about Missouri history.
Isn't that neat?
So we have
Yeah.
taught, just over the last few years, I'll just ramble off a few themes that we've taught on honey, we've taught on soap, we've taught on earthquakes, we've taught on French militia, what else? Herbs, gardening, just all kinds of themes that we teach. But we'll take a theme and then we develop it, and we develop it in a way that the kids have to do the activities.
Archaeology. We did one on
Archaeology, we created an archaeology dig, and they had to dig etiquette class where they had to learn French etiquette, and we taught them French colonial dances.
Oh, how
So we stay really busy.
Yeah, how many field trips did we do this past season?
This past year, I think we did about over 130 field trips this year. So we stay very, very busy.
Now, do you do those all year long?
We do them basically from March until October.
Oh, just March to October?
January and February, because the house is a historic home and it's small,
Oh, yeah.
we can't accommodate the larger groups inside the house.
Oh, okay.
So we have to, we're really weather dependent because we do a lot of things outside.
And we also need that time for planning the next year.
Do need that
Programs.
time for planning. Boy, do we need that time for planning. So, because then when we stop in October, we start on these festivals. And so we did the Werewolf Festival, we just did the Confluza.
Right.
And now we are getting ready, and that's kind of why we wanted to come and talk to you tonight. We are getting ready to do our next festival, which is the,
Allée à la May.
want to say that again?
Allée à la May.
Which means the lighted path. And again, as you know, and people watching this know, we're a French community. And so when we are teaching history, we're teaching French history, and all from the French perspective. And so that is why. So we teach a lot of French words and songs and things, but that is, that expression means the lighted path in French. So
And this is our favorite event of the
it
season.
is our favorite event. So we were asked to do this event 2 years ago. And so this will be our third year.
Third year.
And we are very excited about it. So a little history of this event is one of our local artists, Jean Rizover, had years ago painted these beautiful cutouts, wooden cutouts. And the former director had created this thing called, I think it was called Via Noel,
Via Noel.
where they just followed this lighted path around, and they saw these beautiful cutouts. And they did it for several years, and then that director, Leslie, had left. And so a couple of years ago, the site manager asked us if we would consider doing this program. So we pulled those cutouts out. They were all stored. And we pulled them out, and Kathy and I got looking at them. And it's very much a French tradition, because they used to create these little figurines, wooden figurines called santons, correct?
Santons.
And they would put them out at Christmas time. And so it's kind of a French tradition. They put these santons out. So we have these big santons, and we put them all out all around the yard. And then we kind of developed this whole program, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
tell a little bit more about it.
So the lighted path, so what we do is we have the wood cutouts that we set out, and then there's the lighted path with lit up tiki torches. And of course, we have Christmas lights everywhere in our historic boxwoods, the front of the house. But as you go along this path, there's tour guides. And so you're led on this path with a tour guide. And we've got the santons, the big wood cutouts, but we also have mingled in some live people as well to do different stations.
And they talk about the history?
Yeah,
as
so
you're
like
watching?
here you have, these were children, and they were bringing their gift, because that's the whole premise of this, is these villagers are bringing their gift to a manger scene to lay at the feet of the baby Jesus. And so these are children playing marbles, and they're going to bring some marbles to put at the feet of Jesus.
And so it's all unique about what would the French children have made? What would they have created in the 1700s that they were going to offer at the manger scene? And so each station you stop at talks about the unique things that those children would make. Maybe it would be moccasins, right? Maybe it'd be homemade bread, whatever they would make. But then, so you follow this beautiful lighted path around, and you stop with the tour guides, and there's little poems that are read, and eventually you end up at the manger scene.
Yeah, and here you can see the manger scene, and you can see the lit up tiki torches. Just an absolutely beautiful event.
It's a very, very beautiful event. And the boxwoods we have lit up. Underneath the boxwoods, those boxwoods
Oh,
are several
yeah.
hundred years old, and we light them up, and it's a great photo op. And but people go under the boxwoods, and but the whole yard is lit up. And again, this will be our 3rd year to do this event. And we do it on Friday nights, and we've had hundreds of people come to it. And so this year, we're getting ready to go again, and we're gonna cap it at about 150, 160 a night. And,
Oh, my goodness.
we will be selling the tickets, we have to, we can't just open it because we can't accommodate 300 to 500 people, we wouldn't be able to do, but we can easily do about 150, 160 a night that comes through. And it's just a beautiful event, and we've gotten such good feedback from it, from people that come from St. Charles and St. Louis and Cape Girardeau and Illinois, and just from all over.
Everybody knows about it except St. Genevieve.
Exactly, exactly. And so we really do want to get our locals coming, and I think it's just the most beautiful Christmas event.
It is.
All right, so
And
go
you
ahead.
do that during November, you start?
Right, so the dates are up here. We do it on the day after Thanksgiving, that first Friday.
Oh, okay.
And then every Friday, so we do
Every
it for
Friday
4
through-
Fridays in a row.
Yeah, so this
Oh,
year it'll
okay.
be November 25th, December 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th. And you do have to go online to this website, www.frenchcolonialamerica.square.site, and you do have to purchase tickets. They're $3 a ticket, which is it's the donation amount for your tickets, but you do have to register. Because like she said, we have a capacity that
Right.
we can fill.
Yeah, we can only do so many per night, so that way it assures you that you can get in and hopefully just have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
When we go through the yard, after we go through the yard, then they do end up inside the Linden House, which we have decorated, and it's just beautiful. We have some crafts that a local, actually it's Mary Shield, she sells some crafts. We just want to offer that for people. So we have some crafts. And then we also have a children's craft that the kids get to do. And then, of course, we have Père Noël.
Père Noël.
So not Santa Claus, because we're French. We have Père Noël, and he tells the stories, and he hides chocolate coins for the kids. And so it's just a lot of fun. Just a very historic activity. And then the last few years, we've been serving cocoa and cookies to all of our guests. And this year, we're going to do our cocoa and cookies different, because we're going to give you a ticket for cocoa and cookies. And then Ray Ziegler, who is with the Tractor Club here in St. Genevieve, he's going to be out front with his tractor and his trailer. And our guests will get to come out of the Linden House and get a tractor ride, a trailer ride.
Oh, how
And they get to
cool.
go around St. Genevieve and see the beautiful town lit up at night. And he's going to take them down to the St. Jim, the Inn St. Jim. And she's going to open that up for us, and beautiful decorations, and she's going to serve the cocoa and cookies down there.
Oh, how cool.
And so then on the way down, we're going to have Christmas caroling. And so they'll get to Christmas carol on the wagon. And so it's just a beautiful Christmas event. A beautiful Christmas event.
And you have a lot of adults and children?
Lots of adults, probably more adults.
More
Probably more
adults than
adults.
kids.
Yeah,
We'll
a
have
lot
to
of
come see
families.
that.
A lot of families
A lot
come.
of families.
And so I think that the people who've come the last 2 years, they're saying they're going to make this part of their normal holiday tradition
Oh,
to do. And so we're very excited about it. My director, I was talking to him about this the other day, and he had said that one of the reasons we like this event so much is that we get to talk about how the faith here in St. Genevieve was such a key element because it held our community together. That this community of St. Genevieve has been through so much. So many different governments
Right.
that it's been under, just the wars, but then the natural disasters, the earthquakes, the floods. This community has been very resilient and has survived a lot. And again, just the faith. We get to talk about our faith at Christmas time.
And they talk about all that on the trip.
So,
Or in the-
well, they talk about the little children creating their gifts that they want to bring to the baby Jesus, and then we get to sing Christmas carols. And
Oh, how
so
sweet.
It's a
I think it
beautiful
also
event.
inspires, just some of the families that have come through the past couple of years. It's inspired them to think outside of Walmart and Amazon, for their gifts. Like these children are bringing what they could, baking bread or a pair of moccasins or a scarf, so it's kind of inspired them to make their own gifts at Christmas time. So that's kind of nice
It
too.
is very nice.
That is so
So,
neat.
Yeah, so we enjoy it,
I
so.
bet.
We have a good
You
time
make me
with it.
want to do it.
You
should.
should come, you should come. It's a beautiful, beautiful event, so by far it's our favorite.
It is.
So we.
I'll
we
have to
enjoy
bring
it.
2 canes instead of 1.
There you go, and we can give you an arm. So a tour guide does take you through. So a tour guide can give you an arm, so, and walk you around the yard too. But it's beautiful, it's beautiful. We have a lot of fun with it, so.
We do.
But that's why we wanted to come tonight, because we wanted
Well,
to
I'm
share
happy
about
that you did. I
you
know
know.
we've talked about it.
Mhm. And then we'd like to
Before.
come back maybe in April and
Sure,
talk
that's
a little bit more
great.
about our hands-on house when we get ready to open it
Yeah,
again,
that's
so.
good.
And we do have a Facebook page. It's Hands-On History at the Linden House. Just check it out and see all the events and keep up to date with us through our Facebook page.
The, and that's probably shareable, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where you can share it.
Yes. So,
That is so wonderful.
thank you.
Oh
That
my
is,
goodness.
It's a lot of fun.
it's a lot of fun.
I mean, just every aspect, working down there, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, the site is really special because our site, they really are about education. They really want to fund the education for the kids and the grown-ups. Like I said, we get college groups, we get senior groups, we get all kinds of groups, we've gotten a lot of older ladies that want to come and do the etiquette class.
Yes.
And so we have a lot of fun with it, but they'll drive we were becoming the meeting spot for people that are driving from different areas. They want to
Right.
come there and have a little etiquette class,
Oh, how
and so,
cool.
but we're very excited because, like I said, our site is really wants to educate, and they like doing it in the hands-on way. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I think
Yeah,
that's
so Pay What You Wish Saturdays, starting in May. Field trips.
Start in
You do have,
March.
yes, they start in March, and the field trips you do have to call and
Now, the
reserve
field trips,
those.
are they mostly children, or is it a mixed also?
It's mostly children, probably 99% children, but because of the field trips that we do, some of the teachers have come back with groups that are adult groups.
Oh, okay.
Because the teachers have really enjoyed the field trips, and so they'll bring back a group of teachers, or a group of a college class, so, which kind of surprised us, but we've done college classes because
Wow.
the
That's
college
really
kids
neat, yeah.
have had so much fun doing these types of field trips, where they get to go out and build a tent, or they get to do an archaeology dig, or they get to dance on the porch of the Bolduc house, so a lot of the college kids like to do that as well. So, it's mostly kids, but the parents have a good time,
I
so.
bet.
They have a really
I
good
have a
time.
good time.
I do too. As you can see, we enjoy our job, so we get to, I say, we get to throw tomahawks, so.
That is so great, that
So-
this is in St.
It
John,
is in
and
St. John.
people don't really know about it.
Right.
I think it truly is one of those hidden gems that people need to know about.
Right. And we're hoping after this year, maybe we will start getting on the map, because this was really our first full year to have the Saturdays open.
Oh,
We've been
okay.
doing the field trips, this will be our 10th year doing the field trips. And the field trips, every year, we just keep adding more and more and more. And when we started, I think we started with maybe 20 field trips a year, and now we're up to, like I said, one year at 130, 150 field trips a year. So we keep adding field trips, but the Saturdays we wanted to add so that we had something for the public. And so I think maybe next year maybe we'll start getting on the map a little bit. So, but we really want the locals to know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I bet it would be, just to get a group together in Tomahawk.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It is, it is.
That would be,
So,
for the young adults, they would probably have a blast doing that.
right, yeah. On Saturday, we had over 100 people there we had over 300 people come in, but we had over 100 enter the Tomahawk competition.
Oh, my
So,
goodness.
yeah.
So how often do you have that?
We have the competition just once a year.
Once a year?
So,
But they can come anytime and do
anytime,
that.
and throw tomahawks.
Yeah, on Pay
Over-
What You Wish Saturdays, I'm out there and throwing tomahawks.
All Saturday.
So is there a charge for that?
Yeah, so the Pay What You Wish Saturday, you come in, you make a donation. If you want to throw tomahawks, it's $2 a person.
Two, that's so cheap.
That is.
I bet St. Louis charges more than
I
that.
think so. And, yeah. And our etiquette class is only $2 as well.
Oh,
So,
my gosh.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And you just get tickets for all that online?
Those you just come and show
Oh, you
up.
just come?
Yeah. The field trips you have to register for. The field trips are only $3 a person. But the Pay What You Wish Saturdays, you just show up on Saturdays. So, but
Okay.
again, but we're not open right now. We'll reopen in May.
Yeah.
When it starts warming up.
Right,
huh?
we're
Yes.
working on this right
Yeah.
now, so, the
That
Bethel
is,
Lights, so.
all of that is so neat. Yeah, I'm so happy you finally came.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
inviting
Thanks
us.
for having us, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I don't even remember how long ago it was. I heard that you were doing so many trips,
yeah,
field trips.
Right.
And that really impressed me, so.
right, yeah. We do a lot, we do a lot, and we're very excited about it, so,
Yeah.
so we love teaching history, and,
And if you like your job, that's important.
and we do,
Definitely.
so. All right, well, I think we are going to, do a song for you,
Oh, sure,
if
that's
that's
great.
okay.
Yeah, that would
And,
be fine.
So we're gonna do a Christmas song.
Okay.
It's a song that
A
we are,
French one?
it's not French. We're gonna do a Christmas song, that we are going to do at this event.
Oh, okay.
And so we have some music there, and, it's a beautiful song, and, so I'm gonna step over here in a minute, but the artist that's gonna do it is Vic Pusey, and, he actually, this is a song he wrote. And,
Oh.
and so he wrote it, he recorded it, and we do it at this event, and people just, it's kind of the highlight of the evening. And so they end up at the nativity scene, and we have benches and a bonfire, and they get to sit and listen to him sing this song, and it's his gift that he's bringing to the baby Jesus, something he created. And so it just, it ties the whole evening in together, because again, as Kathy said, it's teaching people that you create your gift. What is your gift that you can bring, you
Right.
know, at Christmas time and give to others, right? And so, so this is a song that he wrote for our event. So I asked him if he'd come and do it. Is that
Well,
okay?
It's wonderful.
All
Well,
right.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So have one question.
sure.
Back in the 1700s, did they make dolls
They
out
did,
of cloth?
they did.
They did.
Yes, they made dolls out of cloth, they made dolls out of, and we do this on site as well.
Straw.
Straw, they made them out of yarn, like the
Corn
leftover
husk.
yarn,
Oh.
corn husks. And so we do art projects as well on site, and so that is one of them, is we do make the yarn doll kits. We have the kids make yarn dolls.
Oh,
And,
okay.
but they do, we have some that we let the kids play with where they made them out of the cloth, almost like handkerchiefs type thing. And so, yeah, we have all kinds of things like that, that the kids, when they come in, they can pick up and touch and handle. They don't know what a lot of it is. And so that's the whole point of it, is trying to
Yeah.
discover it, like what's a powder horn. The funny thing to me is how many kids pick up wooden clothespins and they don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, or that you tell them, you know, to go find a compass, and they don't know what a compass is, right? And so we have all these things inside that the kids can pick up and handle and touch and learn what these things are from the 1700s, including the dolls, you know,
Isn't that something?
so,
Yeah, you said
I
powder
thought there
horn, a lot
were
of
back-
children think them powder horns are
right.
horns that you blow in, you
Right.
know, and not realizing that it's got
It's
gunpowder
got
in it.
gunpowder in it, so, all right, well, I'm gonna
Okay.
step over here with him,
All
okay?
right,
And
that's
we're gonna do
fine.
this song.
And that microphone's on over there, I think.
All right.
Looks like the red light's on.
I know I want to go to the Linden House now.
want to go to
Good. Come on down.
We did a good job,
You did, you did. Okay. This is called Child King. Almost like a dream, it was so long ago, when the angels on high came down below just to celebrate. The birth of their king. Shepherds came round only to see as the stars seemed to bow at the sound of his name, just another child born to poverty. And you know, though it happened so long ago, it happened so we would know that deliverance finally came with this old guitar. I will worship the child king, the one who gave everything that I might live today. With this one voice, I will worship the child king, born on Christmas Day, just to give himself away. Scholars and kings traveled to see this promise of old, this prophecy, but his life wouldn't be the way that it seemed with this old guitar. I will worship the child king, the one who gave everything that I might live today. With this one voice, I will worship the child king, born on Christmas Day, just to give himself away. Years later, the prophet's words would ring true as the Savior gave his life for me and you, just a simple man, yet coming king. And you know, though it happened so long ago, it happened so you would know that your deliverer finally came with this old guitar. I will worship the child king, the one who gave everything that I might live today. With all that I am, I will worship the child king, born on Christmas Day, just to give himself away. Born on Christmas Day, just to give himself away.
That was great.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yes. Yeah, so until she gets back over, you want to give all the dates for that again?
I sure can.
And where to go to get your tickets?
So you will go to the website www.frenchcolonialamerica.square.site to purchase your tickets. And the nights that we're hosting this event is November 25th, December 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th. And that's, they're all Fridays.
Oh, Friday
And
evening.
they're from 6 to 8.
6 to 8. Oh, that's one thing we forgot a while ago,
Yeah,
was the
6 to
time.
8.
Six,
And
6
eight.
to 8.
it takes about 30 minutes to go through the yard, and then you can spend as long as you want in the Linden House, and as long as you want on the trailer ride, but about 30 minutes through the yard. And it's a beautiful event, so.
And when you go to the website to purchase your tickets, you will have to choose a time slot. Because we're doing like every 15 minutes, so you'll choose a 6 o'clock, a 6:15, a 6:30, and et cetera, up until 7:45.
Right, exactly.
So the groups will just be following each other around.
Yep, it's one continuous light walk.
It's a lighted path.
And then the ticket for the cookies and.
That's all free, it's all included. So that's our gift to everybody who comes. So as we give them a ticket for the cookies, the cocoa and cookies. They're provided by Save-A-Lot. They provide the cocoa and cookies. The Insane Gym is hosting it this year. They're also going, you can enter a raffle at the Insane Gym to win a night there. They're going to give away a night at their end. And we do need donors. And so if anybody ever
Yes.
wants to donate money to our events, we're all non-for-profit, and as you can see, we don't charge much. And so if anybody ever wants to donate and help educate the community and just wants a really worthwhile cause, I think we are a very, very good cause to donate
It
to.
is. It's
So,
fun things, yeah.
very fun, so. But we always generating donations so that we can continue to do these programs. And a lot of nice people donate so that we can do it. So we're very appreciative. So I think that's
I
it.
think that's it. Appreciate you having us on.
We do.
Well,
So,
thank you for coming and all the information, my goodness. Yeah.
Thank you.
Would it be, Charlie, could you get the website, zoom in enough to get the website? Well, maybe not.
Maybe not, but that's okay.
Would you like me to say it again?
Yes, do.
All right, so the website to purchase your tickets, again, Friday nights, November 25th, December 2nd, December 9th, December 16th. It's www.frenchcolonialamerica.square.site.
That's pretty long.
Yes.
And he is zoomed in on it, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you,
okay.
Charlie.
Yeah. So that's, looks like a good job, Charlie. You're right in the middle of the thing, so hopefully people can read it on screen.
Yeah, yeah, and again, we have our Facebook page as well, that you can follow all the activities and events at Hands on History at the Linden House on Facebook.
History at the Linden House.
Hands on History at the Linden
Linden
House.
House. Is that .org or dot?
That's on Facebook,
Oh, it's Facebook, okay.
yes. But your tickets will be at www.frenchcolonialamerica.square.site for the LA tickets.
That's right, the lighted path.
Well, that sounds very, very exciting.
It is.
All right,
And I'm so happy you guys came.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you
We
so
hope to
much.
come back and.
Yes, anytime you want to come,
Okay.
we'll be welcoming you. Yeah.
Well, we'd like to come back in April and tell everybody about it when we start opening for Saturdays again.
Sure, that'll be great.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Well,
Maybe I can
thank
bring
you.
the tomahawk stand and have
We
you throw
can teach you
tomahawks.
to throw
Yeah.
tomahawks.
Maybe I'll come down there and throw.
We could film it.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a live on-site program.
Oh, that would be neat.
We could bring the puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cute little puppy, yeah. Okay, and a little bit, just in case, we hope Annette will be on next time, but these brochures are all over St. John now. They're Holiday Christmas Festival, and this is the 38th year that they've been doing this. So the days are full. It's Saturday, December the 3rd, and Sunday, December the 4th. There's music everywhere. The concerts, there's times written down where everything is. It's very well organized. And then Saturday, it starts at 10 out at the library. And the parade, they have a parade, and that starts at 11, and it's a really nice Christmas parade. Bring your bags for your candy, because there's a lot of candy thrown. And then on Sunday, it starts at 12:30, and it ends at 4 at the Catholic Church. They have 2 performances there. And before, I think, last year it was at the Duberg Center, so I'm thinking probably I'll be there too, again this year. Yes, it is, that's what it says. They have the steel drum, and everybody says that's wonderful, so, yeah. So that is at 1:30 to 2:15, and then they have a repeat from 2:30 to 3:15. And then at 3 o'clock, they start in church with a solo harp, which is beautiful. And then at 4, they have the St. Genevieve Municipal Band and the wind ensemble. It's a very, very nice program. And of course, the Art Guild has their Christmas show starting.
Christmas tree sometime.
Yes, they do. I think that starts, let's see, when is that? Do they do that Friday night, maybe?
No.
It seems like we were doing an Ale Alame, and they lit up the Christmas tree on a
Yeah,
Friday
because
night.
it was at nighttime.
Yeah.
And this starts Saturday early, so, yeah, probably Friday night down at the
Welcome Center.
Welcome Center.
Yep.
They, like the big Christmas tree, they put one up. It's very pretty.
Very good.
So there's a full weekend, and you can pick these up at several businesses in town. And they have everything in it, and everything in it is wonderful. People come from everywhere to participate in it because Annette has it so organized that it's really nice. So, it's like, bring the family, free parade, free concerts, free shuttle rides, free hot dogs for kids under 12, and 3 free photos with Santa. So, got kids involved there. Oh, and Diane Wilson, most everybody knows her that has children. She is at the Oris Theater, and she does, let me find it on here. She does, well, I can't see it right now, but anyway, it's here. And she does art for the children down at the Oris. And she does Christmas art. And everybody loves that. So, yeah. So anyway, we have a full weekend starting the day after Thanksgiving, every Friday. And then this is December, right in the middle of that. The next weekend after that, actually. Yours is on Friday night, and then Saturday starts the parade and all the activities on the 3rd and 4th.
That's going to be a fun weekend.
It is.
It is. It's very, very much. Yeah. So thank you all
Well,
for
thank
coming
you.
again.
Thank you for having
and
us.
We're so happy that you came.
Thank you.
We learned a lot tonight, and I hope everybody listening spreads the word that all this is happening down there. That's really exciting. Yeah.
Well, thank
We'll have to
you.
get your adult groups together and go down there and throw
There you
tomahawks
go.
and
Have some tea.
and go to the
Ale Alame.
Ale Alame.
Very good.
I said it, yeah.
She gets an A.
And you get cookies and cocoa. So, all right,
right,
that's
thank
our
you.
program for tonight, so let's tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.